Hi guys, the Benidorm Enthusiast here with Benidorm Stuff YouTube channel, bringing you a quick news update regarding COVID restrictions over the Christmas period. If you saw our last news update, you'll know that the plan was to relax the restrictions slightly to allow families to meet and enjoy Christmas together. However, the situation has now changed and there will be a tightening of restrictions instead. Figures have been heading in the right direction for 4 weeks at the start of the month, but we've since seen a rise in cases in most of the Spanish regions. This was put down to the movement of people around the bank holiday weekend 2 weeks ago. Earlier this week, the Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, urged all the regions to study the data available, analyse whether the Christmas plans in place would be sufficient and, where necessary, toughen restrictions to prevent another wave in January. Following this, the head of the Valencian government, Ximo Puig, met with Health Minister Ana Barceló and announced on Thursday that the Christmas plan had changed and new restrictions will come into effect on Monday 21st of December and stay in place until January 15th at least. So, what are the amendments to the plan? First of all, the curfew has been brought forward an hour to 11 p.m. Nobody should be out between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. now without a justified reason as from Monday. The only exceptions to this are on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, when the curfew will be from midnight. This has pretty much put to bed any sort of New Year celebrations. Where the previous plan was to extend the curfew to 1:30 a.m. on these nights to allow for some celebrations, we will now all be seeing the New Year in from our homes. The maximum number of people at social gatherings remains at 6, and to add to this, these 6 people must now only be from 2 households. There are no exceptions to this 6-person limit over the Christmas period. Where before the plan was to allow 10 on certain days, this is not the case now, in a bid to curb infections at social meetings such as Christmas dinners. It's very sad for those who have already made plans to eat with different friends over Christmas. I'm afraid those plans will now have to change. The last amendment to the Christmas plan is that there will be no exceptions to the perimeter closure already in place. Where previously it was said that people would be able to cross the regional borders to reunite with relatives and close friends over Christmas, this is now not allowed. It is still forbidden to leave or enter the Valencian region without a valid reason, such as work or returning home to your primary residence. I must make it clear that this isn't an international travel restriction. You can still fly into Alicante and go from Alicante to Benidorm because they're in the same region, and you must have had the negative test result to enter Spain from a high-risk country. It is heartbreaking, of course, for those families that had planned to spend some time together over Christmas. I know people who had planned to see relatives in Murcia, which is just over an hour's drive from here, and this is now impossible. Once again, the light at the end of the tunnel seemed to be getting closer, only to be dragged further away again at the last minute. But we have to keep looking forward towards that light and hope that the worst of this is behind us. That's all for me today. Leave us a comment. What are the restrictions in your area and how are they affecting you? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any further updates. And like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at the Benidorm Enthusiast. Try your best to have a good Christmas, stay positive and stay safe.